Hi everyone. Want to connect Java with OpenAI using GPT-5 model without using any SDKs or frameworks? In just a few minutes, we will write a plain Java program and get our very first AI response from scratch. Once you grasp the basics, you can easily apply the same approach in any other programming language. By the end, you will have a simple Java program that talks directly to OpenAI. So let's see how it can be done. You can simply search for OpenAI doc in Google and you can see an OpenAI documentation page. Go there, you'll be able to see a basic example. Okay. So this example is in JavaScript. So this uses actually some SDKs that is provided by OpenAI. So we don't want to use that. So in order to understand what exactly behind the scenes, let's go and open the curl option. So if you look at here, this is where actually the communication happens. This is the API endpoint where we want to talk to OpenAI. The content is in application/JSON and you need an authorization of bearer token using an OpenAI API key. So that we will see how do we use it. The payload contains two parameters. One is model, the one that you want to use it for the API, and the input, the text that you want to send it across. Okay, so I think from this example itself, we can easily understand how does it works. So if you have an OpenAI API key, you can simply replace it here and you can try from your shell scripts. Okay, now for that, what we will be doing is we will be writing a simple Java program. But instead of before going for that, let's see how do we get an OpenAI API key. Okay, so there is some cost involved in it. We'll see how the costing model is. So these are the different models. As the model varies, the cost may also vary. So you can see GPT-5 Nano is one of the cheapest that we will be using in this demo. Okay, we will see how do we create an OpenAI API key. So for that, search for OpenAI API key. You will be asked to log in. Once you log in, you should be able to get a key created. Once you log in, this is how the page will look like. So here you can create a secret. You can give a name. I'll go all with defaults here. Then you need to copy this key and keep it safely. Okay, so you won't be able to view it again as it is mentioned here, and should not share it with anyone else. Okay, I already have created one key like this. Now even though you created a key like this, in order to use this key, you actually need to have a billing enabled. So only then you will be able to consume the key. Otherwise you will be denied. So you can go here in billing section. You can add a credit card, a minimum of $5. Once you pay, you should be able to. So with this, we are ready to start our demo. Okay, so let's write a simple hello world application. Okay, so this is how it will look like. You need to pass a payload for the request. Okay, so this is not the right way to do. You are not supposed to hard code the key at any point in time. So you are actually supposed to do reading the key using another mechanism, system environments. So this is how you should actually do. Okay, for the simplicity reason, I'm not doing this. You have to set an environment variable and set this value. Otherwise read it from a property file or something like that. It should not be part of your code. Okay, now let's write the actual code. So we have the key, we have the payload. What we need is an HTTP request that we can reach out to the OpenAI. Okay, so we have created the same request similar to the curl command what we are seeing. We have an authorization bearer, content type, and the payload as the JSON, and then the URL endpoint where you want to request. Now let's create one client to communicate. Okay, let's try the client using an asynchronous mechanism. So let's try running. So what payload what we are sending is, what exactly is AI? Give me the answer like one liner that will make me laugh. Okay, we'll run the program. If you look at here, you have got a response completed. AI is a software pretending to think, so you can blame the algorithm instead of your own procrastination. So this is the response body. So this is how the API is going to respond for your inputs.